Hey guys, I hope you had a really great day. Guys, I really had a really good time today with family and friends, just hanging out, laughing and talking and just being me. And one of my cousins, she got a new home. Yeah. And so I was able to hang out with her and some of my other family members yesterday and just have a really good time laughing and talking. But guys, I was coming today advising you on just sometimes not when you don't know what to say, just don't say anything. I was yesterday when I was around my family and friends, we got this one relative that always got an answer for something, just always negative. Oh my God. Oh, it's like you say cat, she say dog. You say white, she say black. You say clown, she say funny face. Just always something. It's going to be total polar opposite to whatever you're going to say. And sometimes it's just because she just wants to just stir up an argument, that type of thing. So yesterday I was watching how one of my other cousins was really handling her really well, really, really well. And sometimes if you don't say anything, you can sit back and you can learn a lot. So they were like, "Oh, you want to get T-shirts with this type of name on it?" No, I don't want. I'm not gonna walk around the family reunion with that type of T-shirt on. Then he said, "Oh, you want to do this?" No, I'm not gonna do that. So finally, he said, "How about we put you in charge of the agenda committee?" Flatline. Yep, flatline. Because she wanted to argue every point that was coming up, right? She wanted to argue. We was talking about family reunion. She wanted to argue every point that was coming up. But when she was given the opportunity to lead, silencio, silence, right? And sometimes I was looking at that and I was looking at the way he handled her and he didn't say anything negative, anything offensive, or just, argumentative, anything like that. But he was just real subtle. How about you take this role right here, right? I can't do that. I yeah, that's what happened. And so everybody was like, okay, because all the ideas that we're putting out, you totally against them. So maybe you should take the lead on this part. And I sat there and I was like, that is so good, And it wasn't nothing major, guys, but it was just so good to me because sometimes my point to you guys is you learn a lot more than you're listening than when you're actually talking. So yesterday, when all of this was going on, I'm usually like trying to be the peacemaker and talking. Yesterday I wasn't saying nothing. For some reason the Holy Spirit said shut up. And I was able to sit there and learn. And I sat there and I said, "Oh wow, that's good. That's good." So for the rest of the meeting we heard nothing. Well, not it wasn't really a meeting. It was impromptu. But after that we heard crickets. Because now you've been put in a position to do all of the things that you're fighting against, and now you pushing back, right? So my whole thing was I sat there and I listened and I learned because I saw how he was able to delicately handle her. So my point to you guys is sometimes you don't have to say anything. You can learn a lot more when you're listening than when you're speaking. And my mom used to say that a lot when I was growing up. But now that I'm older, I understand exactly what that meant. Sometimes you just need to shut up and just be in the room. And when you be quiet, you will learn so much more than when you yapping, right? And I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh wow, this is so good. This is so good." I was learning how to delicately handle people, or to handle her, right? And I was like, "Oh, he handled her really well," right? But just being able to sit and listen and learn and grasp that. And guys, like I said, it was not major, but it was an aha moment for me because had not I not been in a quiet place, I wouldn't have seen all that was transpiring. So guys, I want you to just take some time out to just listen sometimes because like my mom used to say, My mom still is alive, but she would say to us as we were growing up, you learn so much more when you're listening than when you're speaking. And guys, that still holds true. And you know what? The thing about that is it is biblical. Slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to anger. That's straight word. I didn't know that, but it's straight word. Silencia. Don't say nothing. And I know I'm saying that word wrong, but don't say nothing. And you will learn so much more. All right, guys. You make it a great, great evening. And I hope I blessed y'all with my thought. Because y'all know I'm always thinking. I got all these thoughts in my head. Right? And that was one of my thoughts for today. Make it great.